Hey folks, Phil Gallagher here, returning for Daily Death and Taxes with our strange and unusual taxes variant. Sorry about that. I have a hair on my glasses. Nope, it's on my face. Alright. So, we can't do anything turn 1, but I still think I'm going to keep this hand. Very unsure about whether or not I'll play Chalice or Arbiter on 1. Arbiter is better the earlier you get it down, but Chalice will protect the Arbiter. Never mind, we're going to play Chalice. I think as long as we hit another land... Okay. I expected this to be burned since they led on Basic Mountain, but in actuality it is Blue-Red Delver. If this was burned and that Chalice resolved and we hit one more land drop, I think the game was just like 100% over. Chalice of the Void is so stupid good against Blue-Red Delver. They have an out to it now in Brazen Borrower. But it shuts off the cantrips, the lightning bolts, and the chain lightnings. That's just so incredibly strong. So they don't have Brazen Borrower right now, or they just would have like bounced that Chalice. So this is kind of what I was saying about the Arbiter being good early and not necessarily later on. And they just didn't fetch in response to it. Okay. Sure. That seems like a pretty clear misplay to me, but I don't know what they have on their side of the table. Obviously not going to block that. So opponent floated their mana, but didn't actually pay for it. So we got a free sinkhole there, because my opponent didn't know how the card worked on Magic Online. We take those. So as of right now, we've actually become the aggressor. We have 4 damage a turn as a clock. My opponent has 1 damage a turn as a clock. And this fetch land doesn't actually do anything. So we may see them just hold back their Swift Spear. Nope. Crouch on in. Yeah, that's fine. So the big question this turn is, do I want to play something around a Daze? Jailer's very stupid if it resolves, but Wingmare and Thalia Heretic Cathar similarly are just absolutely gas if they resolve. I think I would like to pre-combat Wingmare. We will be attacking with these. We can just run into like a Brazen Borrower or maybe even a Snapcaster Mage or something, but I don't think it's the end of the world if we do. That's kind of what I was looking for. I think I want to play in a way that doesn't cause me to lose any more life to my Ancient Tomb, if possible. Alright, great. So we've taken down Blue-Red Delver. Blessed Alliance will be absolutely sweet. 100% want to play that. I don't know that I'll actually play Settle the Wreckage against Blue-Red Delver. A lot of times they only have like one threat, and then a lot of damage is just going directly at your face. So when I'm on the draw, opponent probably isn't going to have like Planeswalkers or anything. The suppression field is just stellar again. So this is mostly hitting fetch lands, and so is Arbiter, but Arbiter has a body as well and can block when I need it to. So I'm going to board in Blessed Alliances. Palace Jailer is sort of awkward against True Name Nemesis. And like maybe since True Name is so much of a problem, I should just board other answers to it. This is going to be really awkward with my Thalias and Wingmares, like trying to cast this. But this gives me 4 outs to True Name, which is the big problem card. I'm going to run it like this. When I'm on the play, I'll probably board Suppression Field back in and settle the Wreckage out. This hand gets a big nope from me. This hand is pretty strong. We'll keep it, and we'll pitch the second Chrome Mox. You're absolutely not going to want that. And I will probably be playing into Daze this game. But I'm going to play my Chrome Mox into the Daze first and see if they snap on that. Nope, alright. And that's why we tried to bait with the Chrome Mox. We were low on resources, so we really wanted to see if we could go and like get them to Daze this, so I could just play Thalia on 2, Wingmare on 3, and try to curve out. I would say our position is unfavored but acceptable. If our opponent does not have another land, I would say our position is actively good. Ooh, well, I take 2 to play this around Daze. Or no, sorry, they dazed, so they didn't miss a land drop. Don't think I'm going to play around second Daze, since this is also going to just be answered by like land plus lightning bolt. All right, punished for it. But like if things go wrong, I don't want to start taking damage from the Ancient Tomb unless I have to. So there were 3 Dazes left in the deck. There were probably 6 to 7 1-mana answers to bring Bryn Wingmare. So I'm totally fine with taking the line that I did. So we have 6 hard answers to Delver. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, so we have 6 hard answers to Delver, plus 5 things that block Delver, plus the 4 sideboard removal cards that we moved in. So we have plenty of outs to this Delver. I don't feel bad about that at all. Alright, so my opponent actually doesn't have more lands. Okay. So we can play this out to play the Shalai around a Daze. So Blue-Red Delver traditionally has a very hard time at removing an X4. So this Shalai will hold the ground against the Delver and potentially trade for Delver and Lightning Bolt. Or they can bounce it with Brazen Borrower. So this is going to be a Brainstorm bottom with Preordain to just clear the top of the library. And now I have to decide if I am the aggressor or not. So I can attack for 6 a turn, so I'll put my opponent to 15. They'll have me on a 5-turn clock. I'll have them on a shorter clock than that. I may have become the aggressor again, since my opponent is likely to stumble on land, like play a fetch land, it enters tap, they can't remove the Thalia Heretic Cathar. I'm fine with trading 3 damage for 3 damage and then seeing where we end up another turn down the line. So note that I forgot about Shalai when talking about lines before. I was talking about this getting lightning bolted, but it can't get lightning bolted right now due to the Shalai's ability protecting it. So True Name is about the scariest thing that could happen here. Yeah, there we go. But we can't be lightning bolted directly, so it might be that everything's actually okay. So Shalai gives us planeswalkers I control, and my creature is hexproof. So Shalai is the only thing that can be killed via a removal spell. So for my opponent to race me, I'd have to see something like take the Shalai off the table with Brazen Borrower and Lightning Bolt my face. So I think we're good to go here. So I am still representing lethal. Unless my opponent can play another creature and then hold 3 things back. But if they do that, they're going to lose the Delver. Yep, there we go. Just want to point to the scoreboard here. With this deck that I built as a meme, We are currently 3-0-6-0 in matches. Maybe I'm onto something here. Come back tomorrow, and we'll see if we can keep the streak up.